What's going on, guys? Well, today I'm just bringing you something a little different. This is a RX 470, the 4GB version. Now this little card came out a while back, as you all may remember, but we're in 2023, and I don't know if you noticed, but the cost of GPUs today is still insane. I picked up this little card secondhand, so I had to change the thermal paste, of course. As you can see, it has no pads on the memory chips, but it shouldn't be no issue. It came out like that from the factory. What I did do is I did add, because this is a metal backplate, I did add a thermal pad here behind the VRM. It is doing something, because I noticed that while it is running, this gets extremely hot, the backplate itself, and it wasn't like that before this little mod here. So it is doing something. I don't know how much it is helping, but yeah, anyway. So today I just want to kind of go over a few games just to see if it's worth picking something like this up. If you're desperate and you can't find something reasonable for the price in your budget, if it would make sense to get something like this here. And today we'll be testing it in my tester system. This is the RYZEN 9-5900X. It boosts up to 5.05 gigahertz, 32 gigabytes of 3800 megahertz memory. It's clocked at that CL16, and X570 Tomahawk as motherboard. All right, let's get into it. Starting with Horizon Zero Dawn, one thing that I noticed right off the bat is the lack of texture or details to the textures. They're failing to load properly because of the low VRAM. As you can see, the hills, the rocks, even the grass just doesn't look right. The terrain doesn't look right. And Horizon Zero Dawn, it's a beautiful game if you play it at the at a right setting, like a high setting. The visuals are amazing. So yeah, I'm very disappointed, but at the same time, what can you expect? You know, it is a 4GB card. It is not meant to play at high resolutions. 1080p, even at these settings here, is pushing it for this little card. So yeah. Also, Far Cry 6, I had to drop the settings on this game to the minimal, lowest setting possible, just to be able to play the game, because otherwise it was a stuttery mess. The terrain didn't look right, the textures are off, not even loading correctly into VRAM. The grass didn't look right, the trees, nothing. It was just a mess. So I avoided you the trouble of even going through that. I just lower the quality settings. And this is all these games are tested at 1080p, by the way. So yeah, I mean, as you can tell here, like the water just looks, it just looks weird, playing it at low settings, but at least we're able to achieve 60 FPS, average. So I can't really complain. I mean, the game can be played with the card, just don't expect top-notch settings. Talking about top-notch settings, Red Dead Redemption, man. This is just a game that brought this little card to its knees, mostly because of its VRAM capacity. Again, it's just hitting that wall. I set the settings to balanced, and that seemed to help a little bit. But not by much. It's just, if you don't mind playing the game at 40 FPS, you know what? By all means, have fun, go for it. But yeah, I mean, you could lower it to the lowest setting, and yeah, maybe get more FPS out of that. Now, Doom Eternal, this is a game that actually didn't do so bad because I had to drop the settings, the graphic settings, to medium using the Vulkan API. It actually did alright. No stutters, no, nothing funny, no textures missing or anything. So I tuned it pretty well. Overall, the card has a strong core. That's the thing. If you can get the 8GB card version of this 470, this game and the other games will look amazing. But again, it's limited only by its VRAM capacity. So yeah, medium settings it is at 1080p for Doom Eternal. Now this game here, I know it's 10 years old, but it is one of the most played video games online even today. So I included it because I also play this game a lot. Grand Theft Auto 5, man. I mean, what benchmark would be complete without this game? And I know a lot of YouTubers out there, bigger channels than mine, of course, have dropped this game, but it is very popular. So, and it does still tax your GPU and your CPUs, modern day CPUs at least. It's not so demanding, but yeah, it can put a stress on your cool 4080 or 4090, 3090, whatever, if you want to play at high resolutions and high FPS. Yeah, the game runs very well at very high settings with the advanced settings turned off completely. No use of that. And here's a graph showing you guys like the breakdown, what the card is able to do. Well, as you guys can see, the card is limited by its 4GB frame buffer. But if you are able to catch the 8GB version of this card, you'll be better off because it does have a strong core, meaning that it could potentially handle games today a lot better than this little thing here can. But again, if you're desperate and your budget is tight, you know what, this could hold you until you can save enough for something better up in the future. Alright guys, that's all I got for now. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.